Hello. I don't know what's going to come out in the cards. I don't really know when I'm going to even post this. And also, this isn't going to be 110% for everybody who's here. So you should use discernment. You should know your life better than I do. So if you want to take a deep breath with me, I actually forgot to do that in the last video. If you want to take a deep breath with me, we could take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. And then let it go. Excuse me. Alright, so once again, I don't know what's going to come out in the cards. And I'm going to, not turn them over yet. I'm just going to, pull some cards and then, turn them over and then go. But I will say, actually, I will intuit because it's coming through. Previously, when I was pulling cards, we had the pride card come through, and so there might be an element of pride. If the pride card doesn't come back out, I don't know. But there might be an element of feeling above something or feeling too good for something, and maybe this is true. Maybe this is a good way to think about it. But maybe this is specific, but for some of you, there's a lesson within, detaching from your pride, detaching from your ego. It was a 50-50. It could have easily not happened, but we do have the pride card as one of the cards that came. I'm sorry, I love that. It was beautiful. We also have Celtic, or Celtic, however you want to say that, from the past life deck, and we have Surrender, which is actually another card that came out previously when I was pulling cards. And then we have Leaving or Travel. And if we were to pull from the tarot, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You are a work in progress. That's, every time I pull the Seven of Pentacles, that's kind of what I think about. We have the World card also. Once again, I feel like for somebody who's watching this, there's a lesson within dropping the ego and not being so attached to the identity that we've created for ourselves. That is usually generally what people mean when they say the ego, because the ego isn't necessarily bad. It really is just an amalgamation of personality traits and identity features that we've created for ourselves. That's really what the ego is. And so, once again, when I say drop the ego, let's drop the pride, not being so attached to who we're supposed to be, or the expectations people have of us. I don't really know exactly why the Celtic card comes out, because I don't usually read that sort of energy, but we do have a sort of religious, a sort of traditional energy. And that could be what this is about. For some of you, you could be experimenting with religions or something. Obviously, this is going to be different things for different people, but for some of you, there could be an urge for you to travel or to move locations. And the Surrender card is kind of it's giving the energy of it's kind of like a calling. It's kind of how it's coming through. With the Celtic energy, it's the universe is telling you, it's hey, buddy, maybe we should go to Louisiana, or wherever it is that you've been thinking of going to. And I would definitely urge you to follow that nudge. I actually did not read the messages within these cards. The Surrender card says, I can release my need to control. And so there's that double message of not needing to know all the answers, not needing to like have everything like make sense in the moment. What's more to be said about the surrender card? We have the Page of Cups, Page of Goblets. This okay, actually, some of you are gonna be like, love that. This could be about a romance. This could be like about a lover situation, but it could also be like about a passion project or like something that you're like creating. But once again, there's this energy of like not needing to like hold so tightly to having things look a certain way or be a certain way. Especially if we're talking about relationships, especially if you haven't like communicated that you want certain things, and it's like, how could you even expect to get that if you didn't? Okay, but no, but seriously, that is a message for someone like healthy communication. Like I actually made some TikToks. I drafted some TikToks the other day where I was saying that a lot of people unfortunately don't have the best communication skills. And ideally, if you're watching this, you're not one of those people, but like if you are, cheers to growth. Um, oh wow, that's a really strong message. For some of you, for maybe this is super specific. Maybe this is like one of whoever is here. There is. Oh wow. There's somebody that is like departing from your life. Someone that is like kicking the bucket, basically. If we could say it so appropriately. And that's kind of like what you're having a hard time letting go of, if you will, because I can release my need to control once again. It's like you want it so badly to be a certain way, but it's like it's not that way, and it's like acceptance is really important. I see you moving towards this individual, or like if that is the case, if this is your story, I see you moving towards this person, like to kind of be with them in their last times, if you will. This is a very specific message. I've never really gotten a message like this before. But yeah, like I said actually in the last reading, like make sure that you move with love, make sure that you move with like an open heart and whatnot. What's the Celtic card about? Can we move forward from this energy? It's like really like, yeah. We have the Six of Pentacles.
I'm getting on the next ferry.
Okay.
Because I'll be leaving in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe 30 minutes to get over there. Another 30 minutes to get to the store.
Okay. Well,
I will be at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
okay. Well, I'll say bye to you before you go.
Okay.
Okay. So, refocus. Also, the dog is back. That was John, by the way, if you wanted to know. John's pretty awesome. He's pretty cool. Six of Pentacles in relation to the Celtic card, or Celtic. I don't know. I think it's Celtic. I think you're supposed to say Celtic with like a hard C. With the Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Second time the Page of Cups is coming out. We also have the Temperance card, which, back to the beginning message of like dropping pride, dropping ego. The Temperance card talks about patience. It talks about harmony. It talks about alchemy. Actually, you know what? Whenever I mention the Temperance, I don't ever talk about the alchemy part, but it also talks about alchemy, like creating. But the harmony part. Sorry, the transmission is kind of jumbled now. If this Page of Cups is anybody important in your life, somebody that you're like fancying or whatever, I do see good things with this individual. I do see like a future with this person. But I do really feel like it's necessary for you to like attend to the pride thing. Like I feel like I'm emphasized it enough as to where some of you are like, oh my god, we get it. Like we get it. But like I just need to express that. I just need to emphasize that for somebody out there. Because there's duality in everything. There's a saying that what is yours will not pass you by. And so, like, if something is made for you, there's no way for you to fuck it up. But there's also the duality of, like, you should still want to treat your manifestations accordingly. You still want to treat the things that you create with love and respect, right? Like, both of those things should be true. But is there a but? I don't know. I'm kind of like, my mind is like in space right now, and I'm trying to let me come back down. Let me take a breath. I'm gonna take another breath. If you want to take another breath with me, you can take a breath. But yeah, what is for you should be for you, regardless of like whatever you're going through, whatever you're experiencing, etc., etc. But there is a certain level of like maintenance that is required for certain things, and it's like, you know, esoterically. Does it make sense? I think that makes sense the way I said that. I'm gonna make this a shorter video for various reasons, but I really hope that this reaches whoever needs to hear. So I don't know when I'm going to post this, but as I'm recording, it is the 10th of August. So if it is not the 10th of August when I'm posting this, hello from the past. I hope that you are staying hydrated and taking care of your body and like being nice to yourself and all those lovey-dovey affirmation stuff. And thank you for being here.